Today we are connected to Ferrán Centelles in Spain. Ferrán Centelles is a Spanish wine specialist, wine educator, and judge at international wine contests. He is a Spanish wine consultant for Jancis Robinson. He collaborates with Ferran Adria and elBulli Foundation. Today we keep classical, so I will try to show you, for me, what are the classical flavors and tastes of Spain. See, so we have 6,000 kilometers of coast, meaning the influence of the sea is extremely marked through all the country. Hello, Spain. It's a great country in terms of local grape varieties. Okay? The top 4, as you know, are Tempranillo, Garnacha, Monastrell, and Bobal, in terms of red wines, and we have also plentiful of white wines. Airén, for sure, still white wines, but Alvarinho, Godello, Trexadura, Xarel·lo. I do have the Verdejo here. I have Select and organic wine, and that's quite interesting this year, because this year it's been quite difficult for organic viticulture and organic growing, because in Spain we have suffered, at least on the coastal regions, we have been suffering from downline mildew, kind of a Sauvignon Blanc style wine. Or Sauvignon Blanc, I mean, super flavorful, lots of citrus notes, flowers, and in Spain we have plentiful of grape cooperatives doing super wine and having a great quality grape potential. So actually there are 2 wines today from cooperatives that I really like. So you have here the Rueda Verdejo. It's very, very representative, very easy to understand, and quite eye-catching. So it's not really difficult to explain this wine. So it's easy to enjoy and lovely. Let's taste it. Super easy going. So the acidity is balancing. It's quite light, easy to drink, easy to understand. Nice flavors coming through the palate. And if you see on the palate, you don't get the vegetal touch anymore. So it's just all about citrus. We go now to one of the most trendy and much loved grape variety that it's been like boom in the past 20 years. I'm talking about Godello. I'm sure you have heard about Godello, but Godello is a super exciting grape variety right now in Spain. Raise your glass, number 2. Okay, so you see here probably not the intensity of aromas, but kind of more intriguing flavors. Touch of creaminess. The wine has spent time on its lees, and you can also have kind of some toasty aromas coming, or pastry aromas coming through. Let's see on the palate, and you will notice now the sugar, the glycerol, and the acid combination. You will see. And at the beginning, you get all these creamy notes, all this glycerin, the alcohol, the sugary umami thing. But then the acidity keeps cleaning the wine, and it goes through your palate and beautifully ends. And Godello, to me personally, it's one of the most textural wines that we've got in Spain. That's why I wanted to share it with you, because for me it's already a classic. Now, third wine, Garnacha, one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm smiling because when it comes to Garnacha, my mood changes, and I'm in a very good mood now. It's a great variety I really love. Garnacha, it's a clever guy. It's a clever plant, super clever and intelligent. In Spain, we don't have irrigation. Very, very little irrigation. We are not a new world country, so we are dry farm. So Garnacha, the text can detect that the hot conditions and can close the stomata. But in Aragon and Priorat, we have this blockbuster, beautiful guys, because they are beautiful, because tannins are always gentle and soft and juicy. I would say Cariñena, it's a classic. Why is so? Because it's one of the oldest appellations in Spain, and because of the quality of its grapes and the style. So this is really representative of Aragon style, and very sadly for I mean, I cannot understand why the prices are so good. The color it's not super dark, but there is deep fresh fruit, some inky notes, well covered, and always garnacha is fruit. So red fruit, black fruit. I still pick even some orange peel in here. And the palate, you cannot miss, is great. I mean, it makes your a kind of a fruit bomb in front of your palate, and that is all about garnacha. Yeah, it's fruit, but it's not super firm. It's just a lovely, beautiful drinking wine. I like it. Ochoa, it's an historical winery that I really love and respect. So this is kind of a blend wine. So this is a blend of wines from Tempranillo, Graciano. Graciano is also sometimes pyracinic vegetal grape, Merlot and Garnacha. And for me, it's the perfect representation of a Navarra style here. So you see oak here, complexity aromas, sweet spices, kind of an earthy touch, organic touch. So it's complex. Honestly, they say this is Rioja. I would easily believe, because it tastes so classy, and classic. That's why I like that. That's why I wanted to give you a Navarra, because Navarra for me it's a classic. Navarra, it's not far in style and quality compared to Rioja, and it's a region that we see more and more very good wines in the market. So it's a region to explore and to rediscover, if you want. Okay, so here it's more about complexity and a complete wine, more kind of refreshing, fresh, well made, well delineated, very well made, all in the place it needs to be. Not super fruity. No, it's not a garnacha. Okay, it's just a classical Tempranillo blend from Navarra. I have used a Reserva as an example. For the ones you don't know, Vivanco, that's a compulsory visit in Spain, because it's a beautiful wine museum, great, huge, deep archaeological work done by Vivanco family. Thinking on that, we sometimes talk about classical wines in Rioja. The classic Rioja against the modern Rioja, right? This is more on the classical side. How they achieve that? Very easily. Oak, yes, but more oxygen, more oxidative character, if you want. That's classical Rioja style against modern Rioja style, which they don't touch it and they keep in a relative condition with the yeast. Understand? You can smell that. A bit of American oak, sweet spices, toasty, very open. So the fruit is not punching your palate. It's kind of a bouquet. Let me use this word because I love this. Is a bouquet wine, so very open and yeah. You see, these are earthy, chunky tannins, beautiful tannins. I love it, and it's a very representative style. I just really love it, and it's very Rioja. That's classic. That's classic style. Sometimes we say, "Oh, Spain is a country of the three R's, and Rioja, Ribera, and Rueda, because these are the three wines that cannot miss in any wine list. In I would say in the planet, maybe, if you allow me, guys. But the three R's in Spain, Rioja, Ribera, and Rueda, they cannot be missed. Viña Pedrosa, I'm sure you are aware of this classical wine from the Pérez Pascuas family. Here we have more kind of younger, very inky notes. You see this fruit, which is very inky and very black and very intense. Esto es, I don't know how to say that in English, como un mil hojas, milfull. ¿sabéis? The pastry, okay? Because they are layers and layers and layers and layers. And if you taste it, it's kind of a multi-layer wine. Layer of oak, layer of fruit, layer of oak, layer of fruit. Yeah, and it gives you this complete, full, rich taste. That's why I like. And Ribera del Duero, it's always like that. It's a millefeuille. It's a multi-layer wine. Okay, in ICEX wine, it's not super easy, but I have tried to show you around my classical favorites in Spain. I hope you understand that Navarra, it's like Rioja in the best sense, and you understand why Ribera del Duero is so super one region. And I hope you like my Godello, because that was my personal pick. Maybe not the most classical wine in Spain, but still it was deserved to be tasted.
For you, what Spanish grape is the most like underestimated? It's great, but undervalued.
In terms of white wine, there is a grape called Treixadura in Ribeiro. This it has taken my heart. And in terms of red grapes, well, I will not surprise anyone if I say Mencía. Keep an eye on Bobal too, because I recently did a tasting, and I can assure you there are now these 20 Bobals that they are very high class.